We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In the news today, the Oshane police, they have arrested and charged a 32-year-old cashier for child abuse. Her name is Shanna Frazer and she's living at Harrison Town in the Oshane police area in the parish of St. Ann. Reports are that Shanna's 4-year-old niece left school on Monday, March 3. The niece, she went to the Oshane market where she was staying with her aunt who worked at the market. It is said that while the 4-year-old girl was waiting on her aunt to leave work, she walked away with another child in the market to play. Shanna, she came out of her workplace and she did not see her niece. When the child returned a few minutes later, Shanna, she was upset and she used a piece of stick to beat the 4-year-old girl all over her body. On Tuesday, March 5, the 4-year-old girl, she went to school and the bruises all over her body were noticed. She was questioned and she reported what took place. As a result, the authorities were called in. The police, they commenced investigations and Shanna was picked up. She has since been charged, so she will be going to the courts shortly. And still in St. Ann, detectives have arrested and charged that taxi driver on your screen. His name is Oshane Ross. He is 32 years old and he is living at Inverness district in St. Ann. He has been charged for abduction, rape, grievous sexual assault, possession of prohibited weapon and robbery with aggravation. The allegation is that on Friday night, January 31, about 8 o'clock, a female who was 2 days away from her 22nd birthday, she was standing in the vicinity of a popular restaurant along the Prairie Main Road in St. Ann. She was waiting on a taxi to go home when Oshane drove up in a white Toyota Voxy and stopped at her feet. He told the female that he was heading to Discovery Bay and the female, she went in and she sat in the front passenger seat. No one else was in the Voxy. It is alleged that on reaching the Flavors Beach in the Runaway Bay area, Oshane, he turned left at the stoplight and wind up the front passenger window and pulled out what resembled a gun. He then pointed it at the female, threatening to shoot her if she did not comply. Oshane, he then instructed her to put her head in his lap and took away her handbag containing her cell phone and 7,000 Jamaican dollars. He then drove with her for about 15 minutes, then stopped, dragged her out of the vehicle and took off her clothes. Oshane, he then forcefully had intercourse with this female against her will. He then drove away, making good his escape. A report was made to the police who commenced investigation. Oshane, he was subsequently picked up and during questioning by the police, he confessed. We are told that Oshane, he gave the police a caution statement saying that he did not know what came over him, but a lie Oshane tell, because I can bet you that this is not the first time this a piece of nastiness who is a married man is doing this. Females, look on him face good. Look upon the piece of nastiness face good. He was charged, so he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next report, early Tuesday morning, March 4, about 2 o'clock, a 37-year-old electrician, he drove home, parked and securely locked up his grey 2011 Nissan Wing Road motor car with license plate number 99 24LB at his home at Whaleway in the Brayton Phase 3 area of Portmore. When he got up early in the morning about 5 o'clock, he realized that the car it was missing. Hoodlums thief it. Just like that. Over in St. James, detectives are carrying out investigations to find out how a white 2020 Sackman water truck with license plate number CP2864 got stolen from the China Harbour Engineering Company site in St. James on Tuesday night, March 4, about 7 o'clock. Our information is that a driver who used to drive the said truck, he was recently fired by the company, but this was not communicated to the security company that is manning the site. It is suspected that the driver, he had cut a duplicate key when he was driving the truck. The allegation is that Tuesday night, that driver and 2 other males, they went to the site in a grey Toyota Corolla motor car. The truck driver, he was then seen driving away the truck. It was some minutes later it was discovered that he had no legal authority to remove the truck. Him thief it. We are gathering more details and we are going to be updating this report in a subsequent video. And still in St. James, on Monday morning, March 3, the operators of a popular meat shop in Montego Bay, they gave their truck driver and his assistant the sum of $3,200,000 in cash to lodge at the NCB deposit box at Fairview in Montego Bay. It is reported that they went to the side of the bank at Fairview to deposit the money, which was packaged in a bag, but they could not because the deposit box, it could not open. The driver nor the sideman, they did not go in the bank and try to get assistance to open the deposit box. They returned to the business place. It is reported that the driver input the money in a brown shopping bag, then placed the bag behind the driver's seat of the truck. They then exited the truck and closed the doors. Both the driver and his assistants, they then went into the meat shop. About half an hour later, when they returned to the truck, it was discovered that the window on the driver's side of the truck, it was broken out and the bag containing the money was missing. Just like that. 3.2 million Jamaican dollars gone. Boy, may I tell you. In this report, the Brownstown police in St. Ann, they have arrested and charged a 51-year-old construction worker. His name is Delroy Henriques and he's living at retirement in St. Ann. The allegation is that on Friday afternoon, February 28, about 4 o'clock, some men, to include Delroy, they were working at a construction site at Cemetery Road in the Brownstown area. They were on the 3rd floor when Delroy and one of his co-workers named Rushane, they got into an argument because, according to Delroy, Rushane, he was leaving work too early. It is said that Delroy, he pushed Rushane from the 3rd floor. Rushane, he fell to the bottom floor and ended up breaking his right hand. He was rushed to hospital where he was treated and admitted. A report was made to the police and Delroy, he was picked up. He has since been charged by the police for assault occasioning grievous bodily harm and he will be going to the courts shortly. In this next report, yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, March 5, at minutes after 1 o'clock, a team of police officers, acting on intelligence and armed with a search warrant, they went to Bath District in the parish of Westmoreland. They searched the home of a male known as Cookuroo, but his correct name is Ancel Bryan. He is 53 years old. A barrel in the house was searched and bingo. One black and yellow bag was found to contain a transparent plastic bag. In that bag was a black and silver Larsen 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with an empty magazine. As a result, Cookuroo, he was taken into police custody, and we are told that Cookuroo, he gave the police a caution statement claiming ownership for this illegal gun. He was charged and he'll be going to the courts shortly. Intelligencers, big up on yourself. And Westmoreland Police, job well done. This one, it took place yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, March 5, about 12:30. It took place at Hilltop in the Windsor Heights area of Central Village in the parish of St. Catherine. Our information is that a guy known as Billy, he's in his mid-30s. He was walking along the road when he was pounced on by a hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire hitting Billy to the left side of his chest and made good his escape. Billy, he was rushed to hospital by family members where he was treated and admitted in a very serious condition. Up to the time of recording this video, I hadn't gotten any update as to Billy's condition, but if anything changed, I'm going to be updating this report. The mayhem. In this next report, details are sketchy in this one, but we are learning that last week, Tuesday afternoon, February 25, about some minutes after 2 o'clock, there was a traffic accident along the Sheffield Main Road in the parish of Westmoreland. That accident, it involved a man named Mr. Derrick Storer. Derrick was a 69-year-old electrician and he lived in the Silver Spring area. Derrick, he was riding a green Cobra CG200 motorcycle when he was involved in an accident with a white Toyota Corolla Axio motorcar. Derrick was seriously injured and he was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. But yesterday morning, Wednesday, March 5, almost 8:30, Derrick, he died whilst undergoing treatment. Sad indeed. In this next report, on Tuesday, I told you about the police killing of that hoodlum on your screen. His name is Junior Jervaine James, but he was popularly known as Shotta. Shotta was 31 years old. I told you about some atrocities that Shotta was involved in, but we are told that he was involved in a lot more. The police, they are claiming that early Tuesday morning, March 5, at minutes to 6 o'clock, they went to a house at Gully Banks in Savannah Lamar where Shotta was. They are saying that they entered the house and Shotta, he pulled that gun and opened gunfire at them. That gun is a submachine gun. The police, they are saying that Shotta, he was shot after they took evasive action. Shotta, he fell clutching that submachine gun loaded with 4 live rounds. He died on the spot. Indicom are carrying out investigation. Later that same morning, Tuesday, March 4, about 10 o'clock, a team of police officers, they carried out a raid in the same Gully Banks area. Acting on intelligence, they went to an unfinished concrete house where a search was carried out. They searched a stack of building blocks that were in front of the house and bingo. That Taurus 9mm pistol, affixed with a magazine containing 2 live rounds, were found. No one was arrested in connection with this find, but intelligencers, big up on yourself, and Westmoreland Police, job well done. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, on Tuesday morning, January 21, about 5:30, a man, his name is Ian Matthews. Ian was a 65-year-old farmer and he lived at Bushy Park in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. We are told that Ian, He was riding his bicycle along Marley Drive in the Old Harbour area when a fight developed between him and a guy named Daniel Mckenzie, but he's popularly known as Bull. Bull is 30 years old and he's living at Marley Acre in the Old Harbour area. So it is alleged that Bull and Ian, they had a fight, and Bull, he managed to overpower Ian, causing him to fall along the roadway. Bull, he then kicked Ian all over his body, then took up a large stone and dropped it on 65-year-old Ian's head, killing him on the spot. Bull, he then took up Ian's weed whacker and cell phone and made good his escape on foot. The police, they were called in and they commenced investigations, and last week, Tuesday, February 25, Bull, he was picked up by the police. He has since been charged for murder and other charges, and he will be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them no out can't take, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complaining. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now